Football here, bringing you your top 5 waiver picks for Week 4. All right, here we go. So I'm going to go from my 5th best all the way to my 1st. So first of all, I wouldn't play this guy this week just because of the matchup. But at number 5, I am becoming a believer. Mr. Jacoby Brissett. Did I spell his name right? Yeah, that's a name. Jacoby Brissett. He's quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts while Andrew Luck's out. Man, this guy he's a runner, he's a passer, he's doing it all. So I would wait. They're saying Andrew Luck could be back in the next 3 weeks or so. I think this guy's got a good 2 weeks left in him of awesome fantasy scoring. So he's playing against Seattle this week, so I would avoid playing him. But you know what? Seattle hasn't been doing that great against quarterbacks this week, so if you need to risk it, he wouldn't be a bad choice. All right, my number 4, another quarterback who I wasn't a big fan of initially, but I think is going to do great, Mr. Jared Goff. So this is the quarterback for the Rams. He's been doing fantastic. Last week, he really showed his colors. Again, not one I might pick this week, but he's great to pick up off the waiver wire this week. He's playing against Dallas, who killed it last week on defense. So be careful if you're going to play him. But I think he's a strong pick. All right, number 3, my 3rd overall waiver pick, Mr. Chris Johnson. Now, I know that he was a popular pickup this last week, but he didn't do so hot. He had like 2 points, right? 20 yards or something like that. But he is the leading running back for the Arizona Cardinals, and so I think you got to take a lead running back when there's really not a whole lot of other options there. They've got Ellington, but he hasn't been performing well, and so I'd pick up Chris Johnson and hope for the best. I think he's a good pickup this week. All right, my number 2 pick. This is where you're getting into some guys who are really going to give you some fantasy value this week. That's Mr. Paul Richardson. This is wide receiver for the Seattle Seahawks. With Doug Baldwin potentially out this week, Paul Richardson has massive value. So if Paul Richardson and Tyler Lockett, especially with Russell Wilson's performance last week, look for them to really kill it this week. I know that they're playing the Colts. That's a fantastic poor secondary that's going to give a big boost to Paul Richardson and Tyler Lockett. So definitely take a look at Paul Richardson if you're looking for some wide receiver assistance this week. Now, my number 1 pick for this week's waivers, and that is Mr. Wendell Smallwood. Now, Wendell Smallwood is the running back for the Eagles, and Darren Sproles was taking a lot of those plays. He broke his arm and tore his ACL on the same play, out for the season. Wendell Smallwood's going to get a huge boost. They do have LeGarrette Blount, but they use him sparingly. They use Blount on those short yard gains or the goal line touches. Wendell Smallwood is going to get the majority of the play, and so I'd highly recommend picking him up. He should be your top waiver pick this week, and I think he's going to be a fantastic option the rest of the season. Unless LeGarrette Blount decides to really step it up and become a long yard runner, which I haven't seen that, and so they're going to lean on Wendell for a lot of their play. So definitely pick him up. He's going to be a big asset for you. All right, thanks so much. If you've got any comments or additional waiver picks this week, put them in the comments below for everyone else to see. If you've got any questions or any videos you'd like me to make, post them, and I'd love to answer your questions or make those videos for you. All right, thanks so much. DJ Football out.